I was having a mock conversation in my head. I hope this mic is picking me up well enough. I don't know, I tend to grumble or groan or, be raspy with my voice. Just talk lower. But the main point is I was having a mock conversation in my head with two people that I know. We were sitting across the table having dinner. And I was basically saying, I need a woman to lock this down. I need it if you want me to act like a civilized human being. It's crazy. Women really do. I wouldn't say it's just women. It's both sides. You guys tame each other. And when you're single, man, God, you're bestial. I love it, but not to, I have a lot of thoughts. I truly do wish I had two mouths. And that statement right there would lead me down a whole Jujutsu Kaisen rant, but I'm going to try to stick to the main point here. Main point being, I need a woman to lock me down, because otherwise I am fiending. Truly, I am. It's not like I don't know. My body is a temple. I haven't really done anything, but, it's just guy things. It's just those guy thoughts, and I think it's there for every guy. Dude, I'm looking at this. He has white hair, he's wearing glasses, kind of a tracksuit, he's running up and down the parking lot of my gym. I'm in my car right now, outside the gym, and I was taking some pre-workout before I go and do that. How did you take pre-workout and you sound like this, Jason? I don't know, did it just not kick in yet? I don't know. We'll find out in time, or you'll just know what I mean. But yeah, this old guy's running, I love it. Testament, that father time, he ain't shit. I really do wish Mike Tyson won. But again, reasons for two mouths. Trying to finish the main point. It gets great being able to see women and be like, oh, imagine, and all this type of stuff. But it's like, I don't know, feasibly, let's be real here. Average human life expectancy, right? It's a long time to spend with one person, even if you are doing a lot of things over time. It's a long time to spend with one person. But now that I'm saying it more, and I was saying it in my head before I pressed the play button on this, I'm just thinking about, maybe that's how it is supposed to be. What if we truly can't change human lifespan for whatever reason? Well, I'm just going to play devil's advocate, because I'm on the other side of the fence. But you got to think, if you're going to improve, see, right now, I just looked in my rear view mirror, and this woman has beautiful hair and a gorgeous set of legs. That is a nice ass. I love women who go to the gym. I don't know, I'm being honest. I'm spewing out my thoughts. I'm not trying to give myself a censor. I'm not trying to think about what it's going to be like to be judged when I put this out. I don't care. I just have thoughts. And I guess the way that I look at it is, isn't it cool? Anybody see The Martian? It's fucking cool if you can see somebody's logs, right? Not no matter what they did, but you're bullshitting me if you're not curious about... Listen, you probably don't want to see the videos. I don't want to see the videos. But I want to know, if you can give me a title for what these videos they got from Diddy are, I'd want to know that. I'd want to know the titles. That's the female part of me, the gossip part, It's the part of me that makes me watch, even girly podcasts like Press Escape. I watched the Markiplier one, because Markiplier, and two, I started the Jacksepticeye one. And I can't tell, I think it's satire the way they make fun of autism. I don't know. Maybe they take it somewhat serious. I don't know. I don't want to shit on anybody because, is what it is. Either way. God damn it, it's been 4.5 minutes. Is that a long time to, not finish a point and ramble on about different things? And, only in slight minimitudes? I'm going to probably make up a lot of words. You can call me the Shakespeare of podcast. Shakespeare made up a lot of words. I don't know if people know that or they still teach that in high school, but fun fact of the day. Either way, yes, I got distracted by ass, and this is what happened to me. God, Do you use your ethnicity as an excuse for, your manly things? Because all ethnicities and races, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, to a certain degree, have their own piece of shit things they do. Like, the the Luigi, whatever the fuck his last name is, I saw this tweet that said, like a true Italian, he fucking sold himself out before getting the job done by flirting with a girl. And it's like, man, I might have done the same thing, maybe, I don't know. I don't usually flirt with girls. I've always said to myself that my wife, like, I don't know, the person who I would probably spend the rest of my life with, will come up to me. Only because I've suffered a lot of rejection, but, that makes you more of a man. As Jiraiya Sensei once said, yes, if a man can't handle rejection, you're no man at all. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that verbatim, but I said that, and it's kind of what he said, so. If you want to know the full thing, watch Naruto. Main point. Yeah, I need a woman to lock this down. But say you live like 500 years. Say you live a fucking 1,000 years. What do you do then? What if they die? What if your significant other dies? What if you die? What do you want them to do? You could be like, God. Do I do spoilery things? See, when it comes to spoilery things, that's when you do have to take into account your audience, because you don't want to upset anybody, because I know I'd be a little upset if I heard anything that, you didn't really want to hear yet. Like, if I heard something about Berserk or something, like, I've stayed away from that for a good while now, and it's been good. I really don't know much, and anything I have seen, I just try to go fish-brained and not remember it. I don't know if anybody else does that. If you do that, let me know. What else is on my mind? Yeah, this all stemmed from, again, getting distracted by ass. All women deserve love, but the main point being, my wife will come up to me. What if you live 600 years? There's animes like that, or with little aspects of that. Like there's ReZero, kinda, yeah, right? There's this one anime, an old friend of mine told me about it. I can't even remember the name. Just because I really, I like discussing things, but only after I know them. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear the thing. I don't want preconceived notions in any regard. Yeah, so I wonder what you do in that scenario. If you're asking me what I do in that scenario, if I'm going to live 600 years, my option is then to try to help my significant other try to live for 600 years. I guess that is the whole vampire thing. You know what I mean? But God, that is such a tough fucking scenario, isn't it? Like, there's so much. You know what isn't a tough situation? You imprinted on my daughter? On my daughter? Yeah, that one's not a hard one to go, really? You're just making it. This feels so creepy, but more, say I was Edward, I would be looking at Jacob like, that's how much you hate me? That you're gonna fuck my daughter? What's wrong with you? Oh, man, yeah. A friend of mine just told me they were a special friend, that they were watching Twilight, and those movies are so, I feel like they could have been better. I feel like women have this image in their head of dramaticism. God, I hope that one's a word. Fact check me, please. But dramaticism in their head, that probably would look really good if you could really bring it to life. It's like adaptations. I think real life or game adaptations make sense. I think that should be, I feel like maybe real life is the end product. Real life being the reality we live in, where we can touch these things, I was having a conversation essentially about how important it is to realize that truly anything in this world is possible. Truly anything in this world is possible. I tell myself all the time, I want to fly. I want to fly, not a plane. I want to fly, and you have to compensate because, I don't know, the universal holographic machine or CIA shit or whatever, I don't know. Do they put those things out to just trick people? Is that their version of gossip? I don't know. Please understand that most of my comments and thoughts are very facetious. Facetious, yes. I get so confused now because my friend says seafish because she can't pronounce it properly. Anemone, yeah, she can't pronounce that either. What was I saying? Dramaticism. God, this is also the worst part, is keeping track of yourself and not having somebody here to help you collect those thoughts, and then you can end up straying very far away. Well, if I can't remember, maybe I'll loop back around to it, but I really am trying to remember. Hold on. I was listening to a Joe Rogan Q&A thing, and this is actually what he did. And I guess it did kind of inspire me to just do this. But the main thing was I just wanted to get my emotions off my chest, or at least talk, because I was feeling very ferocious this morning. And I got some things done, and it is 12:19. My sleep schedule has been fucked up for a while now because, I just stay up at this point until I'm tired, and then I'll go to sleep. The one thing I do not like, though, is that last night I did go to sleep upset, and that would explain why I've been so, on fucking edge this morning, and then, other things I can't talk about, publicly, just because they involve close people, and I'm not trying to air out anybody's stuff. But yeah, just, it all rubs off, you know what I mean? It's not good to pass on negativity, you know what I mean? And I had a conversation about how this person feels like they can't just get what's on their chest out of their mouths, essentially, and without the other person feeling insulted or not truly listening, literally just as simple as going on your phone while this person's airing their, trying to talk to you, speak from the heart. But in a day and age where we are so consumed by our phones, they're so convenient, they're such a beautiful thing. And I love schizogram, is what they call it, where they say apple is like the apple from the Garden of Eden and the snake, and we're all sinners and we must bathe in the glory of God. I don't fucking know. I'm not a very religious person. Please don't take anything I say personally or serious. I truly am, I would say 85% of the time. I don't know. Some arbitrary number that people use in examples when they have no other means of describing it because our language is so limiting. I make fun of anything, even the things I believe in. What do I believe in? I believe in everything. I believe in everything. I believe what you believe is real. And see, as I said, this looped me right back around to what I was trying to say before. Back to the CIA thing. Not the CIA thing specifically. More so, you can do anything you really think of in this world. So, J.K. Rowling wrote Hogwarts on a fucking napkin one day. And it eventually became, I explained this better the first time, so I will try to explain it as best as I can now, because I do think it's very important to think this way. I think it's very important for the sake of beauty and for the sake of happiness in this world that you at least give some electrical input within your brain, some power to it. One day J.K. Rowling she had an idea, and she wanted to bring it to life. And Hogwarts started off on a napkin. And eventually it was written on paper. And that paper became a book. And that book was distributed everywhere in the world to the point where people loved it so much they had to make movies. And then one day it was so beloved that they truly made it come to life. And you can go to Disneyland or World. I don't know. I've never been to either of them. But you can go and Hogwarts Castle is a real thing. I believe I will fly by my own means with, like, my limitations are, it'd be pretty hard to grow some limbs, grow some wings. Like, that's the true way I would love to fly. I like Superman's, is it propulsion? I always say it's like propulsion, magnetism, just because I try to make sense of who he is. And I'll get into that in a second, like the whole, how can you, like, what are Kryptonians and things like that, and blah, blah, blah. Or if I even remember. Point being, yeah, I like the wings, though. Wings are cool, but I think wings start off as another set of arms. You look in other animals, and you look at their limbs, like their fins. They look like arms with extended, elongated fingers. Like, it's all very similar anatomy to a certain degree, and that pattern is always the same. There's always a stem, and there's always branching, I discuss, or at least I berate my friends with the word recursion, but I believe recursion is one of those things that once you understand it, it's going to be kind of a mind-fucky thing, where you're like, it enhances your pattern recognition. It is essentially what pattern recognition is. Like, there's going to be a day where you go, oh yeah, shapes are everywhere, to, oh my god, shapes are fucking everywhere. Everything's a fucking circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. That type of thing. But yeah, so if I can't have wings, my caveat is fine. Can I have an airboat? That's what I want. I'll build it. I need to make enough money and have, the land and the means and the life and the time to be able to do that. But that's essentially what I want my life to be. I want my life to be, I can go and create anything I want at any point. I want to understand everything. I don't know if that is everybody else's goals. I don't want to project. But I just assume that only because we're human. And it's why I say, I believe that whatever you believe is real. I don't think it's just one way. It can't possibly be just one way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one type of car. There's more than one example involving skinning a cat. And I truly wonder where that came from. It's probably one of those things with like a dark past, or there's some shit, or I don't know. Life's dark. Life is literally half dark and it's half light. And that is what I mean by recursion. White, black. I also talk about how, even though it's recursion and, both sides of a coin, I do truly feel that the yin and yang is an incomplete picture. And, God, I just have so many thoughts. I don't know how long I'm going to do this for, because I do intend on going to the gym, and I do kind of feel better now. And I guess at this point, I'm just kind of talking to talk, so I don't really want to do that. So I think I might just end it here, or just end it soon. We're at 18 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to just talk to talk. I do have things to do. I do feel better. I'm going to go talk to somebody that I love so much. I love everybody, but I love this person particularly. And I will, yeah. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you for listening. Sorry for that it's just abruptly ending, kind of, I guess. A lot of things I talked about. But, I don't know. I'll do deep dives on these things maybe other times. I'm just gonna, whenever I feel like talking for like 20-ish sub-minutes preferably. I don't know why I say I have a preference. I think I'm just antsy. Is this when the pre-workout kicked in? Maybe. Yeah, I'm just antsy. I want to go to the gym now. So, all right. Goodbye, everybody.